We often hear about Canada's cultural identity, but few have tried to capture it like this man. Tim Van Horn is a photographer, and he's creating the largest portrait ever of this country. It's such an ambitious project, the Canadian Mosaic won't be completed until 2017, when the country turns 150. But then that's the whole point. To Van Horn, this isn't just a birthday present, it's a Valentine to Canada. Here's the CBC's Reg Sharon.
Hi, how are you?
Good, I'm really late.
Okay.
It's a little like soul searching.
I think I was actually born to do this.
Tim Van Horn is capturing the spirit of Canadians one at a time. In candid moments. On camera.
Country together, and I'm not going to fall short of it.
In the past 5 years, he's been from the high Arctic to Vancouver Island and back to Newfoundland.
Thank you. So I've embarked from my home in Red Deer, Alberta, to travel the country for 10 years to meet and photograph 36,000 people from across the land. I was wondering if you might have a second to have a quick photograph taken.
They may resist, but Tim can be persuasive.
I was wondering if you might have a quick second, have a picture taken. I have a sense of duty.
His passion has become his obsession.
You go to my website in 10 days and you go find my photo, and then you go Ottawa and there's a little picture and they say thank you for being part of the project.
And he wants everyone to be part of it.
Nice to meet you too. What's
Thank
your
you.
name?
Tim.
Tim.
In 2017, Canada is turning 150 years old.
Okay.
So I'm trying to bring the whole country together for that birthday. Thank you.
Looked like he was doing a good cause, a very Canadian thing to do. I think that's a pretty big goal, so if I can stop for 10 seconds on my way to catch a bus, I can do that for him to help him out.
This week, he's prowling Parliament Hill,
So today I'm using Parliament as the background.
picking his muse,
This colored rock is, unique. And I was wondering if I could just
posing the question.
And I was wondering if I could do a quick picture of the two of you. Thank you.
As a picture?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Is that all right? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Why not indeed? This project, his national dream, is a little bit larger than just one photo. Okay, it's a lot larger.
So in 2017, Canada is turning 150 years old. So I'm trying to bring the country together for that birthday with something that's big, that's beautiful. And so 36,000 people converge and weave together this Canadian mosaic.
In 2017, the photos stop and the celebration begins with a mosaic like this country has never seen before, and a party bus to match.
All the visuals will start from here and go all the way to the top, to the bottom, and across the front too. And so it's going to be the Canada bus, right? And it's this inspirational sort of pavilion on wheels. There's going to be a projector mounted here, here, and here on each side of the bus. And so I can roll this thing in somewhere and hit a button and throw down this amazing inspirational sort of AV piece. And this bus is covered in visuals and will weave its way back across the country into the hearts of where all these portraits came from. Giving Maple a little facelift. The old decals been on here for a few years and they're a little bit trashed. So it's time to put some new ones on there.
You can get a better idea of what Tim is talking about just by checking out his present set of wheels. For the past 5 years, the paint has been people. People that are kind of holding together this old 1981 Dodge Sportsman, affectionately called Maple. Well, kind of holding it together.
And it's sort of like this pavilion on wheels. And so I roll into town and everyone's wondering what's going on, and Maple's parked on the sidewalk. Maple is this billboard on wheels saying, hey, here's this great piece of art and come over and have your picture taken. You guys want to be part of it quickly?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, let's get my camera and we'll do a quick shot.
On the side, testaments to the bumps in the road. And never far away, his two faithful canine companions, Muck Muck
Hey,
and Turbo.
without my dogs, I don't think I could actually do this. Everyone loves a road trip, but I spend many weeks on my own. It's exhausting, it's tough. And so my dogs kind of give me balance, they give me purpose, they give me companionship, and I honestly don't think I could do this trip without them. Well, Maple's my home on wheels. I have to eat, sleep, work out of this thing. Everything's on a shoestring budget, as you can imagine when you're doing your art.
There's lots of time to think as the kilometers tick away, to think about why he's even here. Tim figures it's a strong sense of national pride and duty, passed down to him by people like his grandfather.
My grandpa was in the Second World War, my father was in the Air Force, and then my brother was also in the military as well. So this is how I give back. It's kind of what I call my creative tour of duty.
And so he pushes forward. Today, with the smell of sweet grass in the air, he feels a sense of kinship with this group of Aboriginal men and women. They've walked all the way from Saskatchewan and Manitoba to Ottawa. And they feel a connection with him, too.
Thank you. I would love to do a portrait of each of you on this greenery here. Okay. Imagine this red and white flag with all these new colors in it. It's not just red and white anymore because we've gone through a lot of changes in this country. Love the pride, that's what I'm trying to capture.
I believe it's for the same purpose we're walking in, that's for unity, just to bring all the people together. Hearing him describe his purpose for his project is quite similar to our walk.
It's been said before, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And when it comes to Tim's hometown, Red Deer, that certainly turned out to be the case.
The Canadian Mosaic is all about community, and well, I've kind of neglected my own community. Sometimes you take for granted your own backyard, right? Yeah, it's looking good, you know. It's a little bit red, but that's okay. I'd rather have it a bit red than a bit gray like it was yesterday.
He realized his own community was about to celebrate a birthday and needed a mosaic of its own, his Red Deer Mosaic.
Red Deer's turning 100 years old this year, so I'm putting together this piece of public art on the outside of my studio wall here. It's got 2013 people from across the city in it.
This guy looks like George Stroumboulopoulos.
Reuben Shetter is the first guy Tim calls when he needs help. Reuben admits he was a little skeptical about this whole mosaic business at first, until a couple of years ago when Tim took the project to Vancouver.
But a lot of people were lined up to take their photograph, and I'm not sure whether they had a clue why they were doing it, because I definitely didn't. But it was Canada Day, and there was a photographer asking to take their photograph because they were Canadian. And they lined up and were proud to do it.
That should do it. Ready for tomorrow. Thank you for all of you coming to see this unveiling today. As we know, Red Deer is turning 100 this year, so I spent 3 weeks jetting around the city trying to meet 2013 people. Yeah, Red Deer!
I found myself twice, so I can move on from myself.
Well, did I take your picture?
Where did you guys get it? Here? Right here.
Yes, for sure. Show us that we're all different and the same at the same time, you know what I mean?
Human nature. Oh, I've got the earrings on, my same earrings.
When you look at all these pictures, everyone has this sort of upward push to them. They're all very positively charged.
They look like that.
They want to be photographed, and they allow to be photographed, right? And so I can reach in and grab them.
Grab that energy.
The Red Deer Mosaic has exactly 3,680 images, but you gotta think big, much bigger. His Canadian Mosaic will have 10 times more, 36,000 images, which happens to be 0.001% of Canada's expected population in 2017.
I believe that we all should play a role in our community at least once in our life. And so this is my responsibility to the people of this country to bring us together and go, this is who we are. That's my purpose. This is my pilgrimage, is to unite us and to celebrate life. Thank you.
As far as Tim Van Horn is concerned, it's time to stand up.
Thanks for doing the job you're doing too.
and be counted and photographed.
Thank you.
If you see them, don't forget to smile.
I can't tell you what to do, but you're doing it.
I'm Red Sharon.
So, do you remember having your photo snapped? If you do, then you'll want to head to our website. Take a look at the interactive flag and see if you can find your face. If so, drop us a line and tell us your story. What's the most Canadian thing about you? Check it out and be part of our new project at cbcnews.ca/thenational.